Hello everyone, the Kentucky Patriot here. Appreciate you watching, appreciate you tuning in. We're going to try to do a video on a topic that a lot of gun channels have done. A lot of folks have made a video on this topic, and it's just a great topic. It's a lot of fun, so I thought I'd give my opinions. I thought I'd try to do the video on the top 5 guns everybody should own. But real quick, I got me a cheat sheet here, and if I pronounce your name wrong, forgive me, I'm sorry. But we've just got a small channel, and I never dreamed when we started this channel that I'd made so many friendships, met so many great people, even through the channel or in person. I've met a lot of you personally, and it's been nothing but a joy. And I appreciate you guys, appreciate your concern for me, but we're doing great because a lot of you ask where we've been, why we haven't done a video in a while. And one of them was Timmy BMN, and he was asking about my videos, and I explained it to him, but I'll explain it to you. I'm sorry, me and my wife had actually made a video, and I was going to do one on protection dogs, because a lot of you mentioned about my dog and German Shepherds, and a lot of you concerned about my dog. I've had him in the video, and the ones we shot the meat targets. Hey, did he get any of those ribs? Yes, he did. I fed them all to him, so he's my buddy. But anyway, I done a video on a protection dog. And it wasn't YouTube's fault. They didn't censor me. They didn't strike me. We just had trouble getting it uploaded, getting it to the computer, getting it off the phone. And we just had a lot of technical issues. So that was a video that I'd made that didn't get produced. So I'm sorry about that. So Timmy BMN, I appreciate your concern and comments. But that was the situation on that. And then I got a couple on our Facebook page, the Kentucky Patriot. Please check it out. On Glenn, and I hate to pronounce names because I'll probably say it wrong. And if I do, it's not to offend you or hurt you. I'm sorry. But it's C-U-C-C-I, so I'll say Kusi. I'm not sure if that's right. But he asked us about doing a video on a 380 EZ. I'd be glad to. I don't own one, but if I can find one or somebody will loan me one, I'll be happy to do a range review, a gun review, whatever you want me to do. I'll certainly be glad to do that, and I appreciate you asking. And then real quick, Curtis Nelson asked us to do one on the SDVE, either in 9 or 40. He's thinking about getting one. Now, I don't own one of those either, but I have had some experiences with those. And I'll give you my 2 cents. If I can find a gun or somebody loan me one in 9 or 40 of the Smith & Wesson, the SDVE in 9 or 40, I'll be happy to do that. But real quick on those guns, I've had more than one issue with those on the trigger. Now, never it having the gun runs, it functions properly. I've never had no problems with that. The ones I've dealt with. But the trigger was, and I'm not knocking Smith & Wesson. I love Smith & Wesson. I've got some here carry Smith & Wesson. But when I give an honest opinion or review, it's not because like I said in many videos, I'm not endorsed. I've got a small channel. Trust me, no big gun companies or anybody's paying me to say anything. But the trigger was terrible. There's some triggers you like better than others, but this one was so hard and long that in order to fire, it would mess with your grip. And people would say, what's wrong with my gun? What's wrong with my sights? It's not the sights, it's the trigger was so bad on those guns. Now, a lot of people say, well, just replace the trigger. And now somebody told me recently that they have fixed that problem, that the trigger's a lot better than the ones, and it's probably been a few years since I fired one, probably 2 or 3 years since I fired one. So that may be the case, but I would certainly try the trigger before you buy one. And if you're looking to buy one and then change the trigger, what I would probably recommend is time you buy that gun, which is a little bit cheaper than like the M&Ps, then you put that trigger in, then what's going to happen is you're better off with the M&P, in my opinion. Like I said, they may have fixed the triggers. As far as it running, it ran. It wasn't an issue with that, but the trigger was hard to even keep on target because of the long trigger pull and the hard trigger pull. I didn't have a gauge to measure the poundage, but it was very strong. But anyway, appreciate all you guys. So if I can get to one of those guns, I will. And appreciate your concerns, appreciate everybody that comments. So I'm going to jump right in this video and try not to make it too long for you. But without a doubt, the very first gun that you ought to own, in my opinion, again, this is all perspective. So if you have different opinions, that's fine. Leave it in the comments below. Like we always say, keep it family friendly. But I want you to understand something. This is just from my point of view, my perspective, my thoughts and my opinions. And if I like something about a gun or don't like something about a gun, again, it's just personal opinion. You may have one of those Smith & Wessons I was just talking about and love it, and the trigger doesn't bother you, but I'm just telling you like I would my own family, okay? So again, nothing against Smith & Wesson, but that's just the truth of the matter. But the very first gun in the top 5 guns that you should own, especially if you've never owned a gun or you're looking to buy one, you're a first-time gun owner, ought to be a carry pistol. Whether it's a Shield, whether it's a Glock, whether it's something like I've got, the M&P Compact, everybody's different. There's a lot of good choices out there, but the first gun you should absolutely own is a carry gun. That way you'll be able to have it with you all the time, whether in carry, whether if you're home defense, whether it'll meet the circumstance of any place that you need it to. So I would absolutely, positively recommend your first gun. And there's different makes, different models, different sizes, different calibers. If you're new to firearms, maybe go to a range, go to an instructor, go to somebody you trust, try different guns, different sizes, different holsters. But the top 5 guns that every gun owner should own, number 1, in my opinion, without a shadow of a doubt, is a good quality carry gun. And I do want to say this, the cheapest is not always the best route. Matter of fact, rarely is. And I'm not being a gun snob, I'm not being a jerk, but if you save $100, $150 on a gun and your gun isn't reliable, then that's not a good deal. And I've said it on this channel, so I'm not trying to tell you one thing, is that anything mechanically can fail. That is true. Anything can fail. Guns fail. That's just what happens. But if you're purchasing a good quality gun and you're getting a malfunction 1 every 10,000 rounds, then you can say that gun's reliable. But if you're saving a couple $100 and your gun is failing every magazine or every other magazine, you're having problems, that's not the gun you want to defend your life with and your family's life with. So cheaper is not always better. You want a good quality firearm to be able to defend your family. Even if you have to go get a loan or whatever, like I said, I'm not being a gun snob, but you want the big name guns. You want Glock, you want Smith & Wesson, you want a Ruger, you want SIG, there's others too, but you want a good quality firearm that if you need it's going to be there, because it could be a matter of life and death. And like I said, your first gun should be a good gun that you can have with you all the time, that you can carry concealed, that you can keep by your bedside, on your nightstand, whatever, for home defense, concealed carry, whatever the situation may be. Absolutely, positively, number 1, concealed carry, good quality gun should be number 1. Number 2 on the list is a revolver. They come in all different sizes, all different calibers, all different makes and models. And this could also go with part 1 of a carry gun, because some people will carry a revolver, and we made a video on that too. So if your first gun, if you're a first-time gun owner and don't own guns or just getting into firearms, or and it's, I don't know why, and maybe your area is different, but it seems like here women, first-time shooters, they gravitate towards revolvers. And a revolver can be a great choice for you. They make all different kinds of makes and models. But again, if it's your first-time gun, your first-time gun owner, you need to be able to get a revolver that you can carry, that you can also use for home defense as well. Because like I said, a gun like this is going to be way too big for concealed carry. But revolvers are classic. They are known for their dependability. They're easy to operate, easy to shoot, fun. Easy to load. Now, reloading, like I said, we've mentioned in other videos, you can get speed loaders and be quick with it, but reloading is a lot harder than a magazine, but still, it's an easy process. It's simple. Under time, like I said, under stress, it may be a little more difficult, but they're great guns. They're just historic. Everybody loves a good revolver. So my number 2 would be get you a good revolver, learn to shoot it, train with it, and you'll learn to fall in love with a revolver. They're just a great all-around gun. It's going to be a great asset to you. So my number 2 in the list, and these aren't in any particular order, but like I said, the main thing is the carry. Then after that, it's up to you. But I would definitely recommend you get you a revolver. A shotgun is definitely on this list. I'll make this number 3. This is without a doubt the most versatile gun on the planet. The shotgun is absolutely amazing. They're wonderful. They're for sport, they're for hunting, they're for self-defense. And you got different chokes, different barrel lengths. And what's amazing about a shotgun is you can literally hunt everything in North America with them. Everything from squirrel to doves to ducks to turkey, on up to rabbits to deer, you name it. You got slugs, buckshot, birdshot, different size shot. Literally, they can be used for target shooting, skeet shooting, sport. Just have a blast with them. Very great option, very good option for home defense and also for survivability, like I said, hunting. So this gun is pretty much a one-stop shop. You can do everything. And what's great about these shotguns is you can get you a really good quality shotgun and not have to spend a lot of money. That's the awesome thing about shotguns. Now, we understand there is some awesome shotguns that are very high end, very high dollar, but you can get you a good quality Mossberg, a good quality Remington. There's others too, and I've actually had a Remington and shotgun in several of the videos early on. I give that shotgun to my dad. He likes it, and I give it to him. But it looked a lot like this. This one's the Benelli Nova, and this is very inexpensive. The Mossbergs are very inexpensive. And like I said, you can get you a good quality shotgun that'll meet your needs. Like I said, for everything except carry, of course. But very good quality shotgun. You don't have to break the bank. And, you know, like I said, you learn to shoot a shotgun. And a lot of people shy away from it, especially women. They think, well, I can't shoot a shotgun. My wife shoots a shotgun just fine. Just train with it, learn. And it's still, if you're a small frame woman or have shoulder problems, you think, well, I can't shoot a 12 gauge. I'll tell you what, get you a 20 gauge. 20 gauge with a slug or buckshot. You know, a lot of times they're smaller and you can get around good with them. And they're still a great asset to you. And all the things I've named, from hunting to home defense, get you slugs or buckshot and 20 or 12 gauge, and they will serve you well. And like I said, there's so many uses for these. Get you a good quality shotgun. Don't spend a lot of money to have you a great gun. Number 4 on the list, absolutely, positively, everybody in America needs a MAC-10. If you don't believe me, you can go on Reloaders Network and check out Loads of Bacon's channel. He'll tell you every household needs a MAC-10. No, I'm kidding. This is a fun gun. We love it. It's a joke between me and Loads of Bacon, but we do absolutely love the MAC-10. It's a great range gun, a lot of fun. But no, I'm serious. I'm going to show you number 4 right now on my list. Okay, enough of the comic relief. I'm back to being serious now. Everybody, I believe with all my heart, like I said, after your carry gun, you need a good fighting rifle. AR-15, M4, carbine, something like that. Something that, you know, it's got a 30-round magazine. 5.56 is a great round. You know, it's just very versatile gun, very easy to get around, collapsible stock. And what's great with this is the recoil is almost zero. So you've got a good fighting rifle with recoil. That when my boy was 5 last year, he could fire the AR-15 fine. My little girl, 8, 9 years old, was firing an AR-15. So basically, you can really protect yourself and your family with an AR-15. It's great for home defense. One thing I will throw out, I don't know where this comes from. You don't have to take my word for it. Get on YouTube and check it out yourself with the internet, or do it yourself. But they say because these rounds are moving so fast that they're frangible, that, you know, that once it hits sheetrock, it disintegrates. That's not true. If you don't believe me, build you a box and set up a bunch of layers of sheetrock, and you shoot it with this, it'll go right through. So don't be deceived by things you hear on the internet, or people say it's safe for home defense because you know, it won't penetrate through walls. Don't know where they get that, don't know where that comes up from. I have no idea, so be careful what you hear on the internet. This is a great round, great tool for, great choice for home defense or whatever. But like I said, you can't shoot in the directions. You got to know your target and what's behind it. You can't just shoot in any direction and thinking that sheetrock's going to stop this round. I promise you it won't. This is actually the gun I was waiting on a few videos ago. My wife got this for me for Christmas. I don't know if you can see that. Zoom in there. It's got my Kentucky Patriot logo, Kentucky Patriot on the magazine. This is the custom AR she got me. I'm just thrilled to death with it. It's got my Kentucky Patriot name there, logo here. I'm not sure if the camera will pick that up, but he actually made this a KP-15, so it's a Kentucky Patriot 15 instead of a regular AR-15. But any of the AR-15 platforms, M4 platforms, are going to serve you well. Like I said, great round, very low recoil, a whole lot of fun. So big shout out to my wife. Thank you. She got this for me for Christmas. Like I said, I traded my other one in on it, but I'm glad I did because I absolutely love this collapsible stock. It's got the rail. I've just got these little pop-up sights on now. I also have a red dot, holographic, and other scopes too. But these are just, you know, I mean, anybody can pop these on there, and you can go shoot a lot of rounds, a lot of fun, and like I said, number 4 on my list will be the AR-15. Number 5, last but not least, like I said, the only order I was really going in is the carry. Make sure you get your good carry gun. Then after that, the order will be up to you. It's your choice, America, you know, as you see fit. But this is the Mosin Nagant, depends where you're from, how you pronounce it. The reason I love these guns, and there's others too, the old World War II guns, or a lot of your older rifles, people say, well, that's got a scratch on the stock, I'm not going to buy that. I mean, they're not going to be cosmetically perfect, but you can get a really good quality firearm, a really good rifle. This one shoots a 7.62 by 54R, which, have you seen the video I done with Paul Harrell? It shot through a tree, like it, I mean a huge tree, and busted the water jug like it wasn't nothing. This gun is amazing. I love it, and the great thing about it, it's very, very cheap to buy. And the ammo, it comes in bulk. Ammo is readily available, so you can have you a fine quality rifle bolt action. I mean, it's sweet as it can be. The bayonet that comes with it is the only tool you need, and it takes the gun totally apart. You can field dress it. Take the bottom piece out here. It's got a little everything you need to take it apart and field strip this gun and clean it. Comes on this gun. As like I said, you use the bayonet as the tool. This gun without a scope. This is primitive. But this thing is deadly accurate. If you've never shot a gun, you can learn to shoot a gun with this. It's got the sights on it. This thing will absolutely reach out and get something, whatever the target is. Now the downside is to it, it's very, very heavy. I mean, this thing is a beast. So you don't want to be, if it's a bug out situation, you're going to be running through the woods. You don't want to be carrying this all day. Now you got to understand that. But what I'm telling you, it's a very long range weapon, very powerful weapon. And because it's so heavy, the recoil is very manageable. It's got a good strap on it. Like I said, the ammo's cheap. You can get it in bulk. And this is a good quality weapon. This is one of those like the shotgun. Don't let price fool you. Don't say, well, it's cheap. But I will tell you this, if you're going to get one of these, you're looking in the market to get one of these or some of your older milsurps, you better do it now, because just in probably the last 5 or 6 years, 7 or 8 years maybe at the most, these guns have doubled in price. I mean, you know, used to, you know, for 100, 150 bucks, you could get this and 300 rounds of ammo. Now the guns are about double, and the ammo is going up some too because of the surplus and you know, the supply and demand. You know, they're going pretty quick. But I would definitely, I mean, for a survival gun, this can everything from deer hunt. Like I said, you don't want to defend your house probably with it unless you just had to, because this is going to be tough cutting corners. You know, it's a big long rifle, as you can see. It's heavy, but like I said, to be hunkered down or to be out in the woods somewhere and being able to hunt game, easy to shoot. You know, just simple bolt action, deadly accurate with open sights. No bells, whistles, thrills, spills, chills. Just a quality, solid firearm that's readily available. That you know, I think is just an absolute great bargain. So number 5 on my list will be the Mosin or something in that line, the military rifle that I guarantee you will serve you well. I know we made the video of 5 top guns that everybody should own. But a lot of the channels, if you notice, they'll have an extra gun or a bonus gun in there, or you know, just a little special bonus, and that's what I'm going to try to do too. And my bonus is a 1911. Again, I don't know how anybody cannot love a 1911. The history, the look, the feel, the shootability. I carry a polymer gun. There's nothing wrong with polymer guns. But if you've never shot a 1911, put that on your bucket list. Make sure you shoot or can own a 1911. They're beautiful. They're wonderful. Anybody that goes to the range, they want to shoot a 1911 because of the look, the feel, the shootability. This is of all the guns that we have owned, traded, ever been around, by far, my wife says always her favorite's the 1911, and I'll have to agree. Matter of fact, she says something happens to me, this is the gun she wants. The kids can fight over the rest of them, but she said this is hers. This is the gun that she loves. This is a 45 ACP, a Colt. And like I said, a 1911 you will fall in love with. You know, now some people going back to the carry gun, they may say, well, I'm going to get this for carry and for home defense. That's up to you. But if you've watched this channel, you know this is my favorite gun that's ever been made. I'm like my wife. We go to the NRA conventions and we love the ARs, we love the full autos, we love the revolvers, we love all the outdoor stuff. We look at scopes, we go over the whole floor and look at everything we can. But by far, she'll tell you, we spend way more time looking at 1911s, whether it's Nighthawk, Colt, Wilson Combat, the 1911, just the look, the feel, the trigger, they're just gorgeous, they're wonderful. So, like I said, the little bit big to carry though, in my opinion, the 5-inch government model, I've done videos with them. They're very dependable, they're accurate, they're easy to shoot. You got a big long sight radius here, big slide. I mean, it feels like your hand was absolutely made for this gun. I mean, it's just the feel of this gun, it's just there's everything about it is wonderful, except they are heavy and they are a little bit big, so it's probably too much for most people to carry. There's people that do carry them every day. Me personally, it's a little bit big and heavy for me to carry, but for everything else, this gun, for a range, for competition, for just a good time, just to look and talk and be around the 1911 and the folks that has carried these in the military. This was made, like, obviously, in 1911, had the military contract for over 70 years, law enforcement, military, just the history of the 1911 by John Moses Browning. I know I said 5 videos, or 5 gun for this video, but I just couldn't hardly not mention a 1911 in this video. And there's people that don't like 1911s, and it's America. You like and don't like whatever you want. It's a free country. But I'm not one of those guys. I'm not in that camp at all. When you talk about a 1911, it's like, oh, you know, like I said, they're fabulous, wonderful. I'm a huge 1911 fan. And like I said, I just wanted to include that in this video. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully, we're going to get back to the range real soon. I've got some plans for the future that hopefully you'll enjoy. But anything that you have in mind, and the guys that requested the gun videos at the beginning, I've not forgot about you. Like I said, I'm not going to try to, if I can get a hold of those guns, I'll certainly be glad to do that. And anybody else, if you have something you want me to address, a topic you want me to talk about, a comment, whatever it is, a video that you want to see or you want my 2 cents, I don't claim to be anything except a country. I love this country. I love the Second Amendment. I love guns. I love chatting. I love this channel because I've met people like you, and it's just been a wonderful experience. This is my hobby. This is what I enjoy. So if you have any questions or a video you'd like for me to do, or a topic you'd like me to discuss or cover, I would certainly be glad to do that. Like I said, if you don't care, I've got an Instagram account now. I've got a Facebook account, The Kentucky Patriot. Please check me out. If you would, like and subscribe. Click that little bell to get notifications. And again, all you guys that's commented, that's checked on me, wondered where I was at, I'm still alive and well, but I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys. You, bottom of my heart, this is just, you know, I just can't tell you how blessed I am and just thankful for you guys. The gun community is the greatest community ever. Just wonderful people in it, and I thank God for every one of you. Wish you all the very best. Like I said, check us out. Check out the Reloaders Network, Loads of Bacon, and all you guys out there, may God bless you. Appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, and we'll be back out to the range real soon. And I'm sorry again about the protection dog video, but it actually went over 30-some minutes. I didn't mean to, but like all my videos, I get to talking about something I really enjoy because I'm a huge dog lover. And I'll share my experience with you. May do a series on that, but I'm going to break it down next time so the video won't be too long. I'll try to do a series of different things if we go that route. But appreciate you. Like I said, wish you all the very best. Thanks for tuning in. Keep all the comments family friendly. The Kentucky Patriot, signing off.